right, everybody, Michael Cohen here with you, Fox Sports New Jersey, of course, the Sports Talk Nation. Well, you see where we are. We are at the beautiful Yankee Stadium. It is the Pinstripe Bowl. Rutgers taking on Miami. It is going to be a fabulous game. Miami's band is getting ready in the pregame. We got a lot going on here. We're going to bring it to you right here on Fox Sports New Jersey. Of course, also here on the Sports Talk Nation. Stick with us right here. And Michael Cohen again here, bringing you all the sights and sounds from the Bad Boy Mower Pinstripe Bowl that I was in attendance for at the one and only Yankee Stadium. That's happening last Thursday. Just a beautiful facility. Obviously, Yankee Stadium is top-notch, first-class facility. Here I'm just in the concourse. This is when we got there earlier that morning. It was a rain-drenched morning on that Thursday going into the Pinstripe Bowl. But fortunately, before the game ever got started, the rains ran away. They were able to get the tarp off the field. Man, they just did a phenomenal job laying out this football field on top of the Yankee Stadium infield. Just looks fantastic. Rutgers and Miami. This just around our corner in the press box had all these beautiful Sports Illustrated covers in Yankees history. But the Rutgers and Miami, of course, they each had their bands getting out there early in the pregame. And then, of course, with the warm-ups for both sides, and that would eventually lead to what was really a Rutgers home field advantage. Just take a listen to the crowd reaction. Rutgers would get the ball first, and Kyle Mananagai would chew up this Miami defense, as really he was a big part of the reason they had 47 yards rushing from Mananagai on the opening drive. Here was his last touch on this opening drive as he got the ball right up to the 1-yard line. He was just on fire in this game throughout the course of the game. That eventually leads to a tush push. That's right, the Rutgers doing the tush push as well, as Gavin Wimsatt getting the score for Rutgers to give RU the early 7-0 lead. This would be, as we all know from this game, a huge day for running back Kyle Mananagai, who I just mentioned earlier. He would have 163 yards rushing in this game. And Rutgers, who jumped out to the 7-0 lead, they would tack onto that lead a little later on. They got an interception, and that led to this rushing touchdown from the one and only Kyle Mananagai. Let's take a listen.
Mananagai, the ball carrier.
Rutgers up 14-0, but Miami would come back. They would eventually make it a 14-10 game. Had a chance to take the lead before halftime, but that catch right there was ruled an incompletion. They would have to settle for a field goal that you see come up here. But Miami would have, before we got into the third quarter, Miami would have the lead again. They would regain the lead for the first time later at 17-14, leading to this turning point of the game. A block punt by Rutgers. Rutgers recovering in the end zone, and that was really the turning point of the game. Rutgers regained the lead 21-17, and they really never looked back after that. You can see here, this is the shot we had from our booth as everyone was celebrating. And that led eventually to what would be the icing on the cake. This play here by Mananagai, he ran 48 yards down the left side. Looked like he dove into the end zone for the touchdown, but they initially ruled that he was out at the 1-yard line. Here, take a look at the replay there on the Jumbotron. Just an incredible run. Bouncing off tackle. I thought he got in. They said he didn't get in. Led to this touchdown again. Tush push by Rutgers. Gavin Wimsatt scoring another touchdown. Rutgers up 28-17, then eventually 31-17, but Miami would come back. They would have a nice drive here to lead that would lead to a touchdown. Make it 31-24. They would also get an onside kick, but Rutgers defense found a way at the end of the ball game to hold firm. And Rutgers gets the football back. They take the ball back up 31-24. The game is over with 7 seconds to go. All Rutgers had to do was just sit on the ball in the final few seconds, and they would have captured their first ever win against Miami, their 6th bowl win under Greg Schiano, and a Pinstripe Bowl victory against Miami as well in the 2023 Pinstripe Bowl. Huge victory for Rutgers. It was great to be there to cover. Let's take a listen to Greg Schiano's press conference.
It starts with the seniors. When we got here, there was a group of guys that we didn't recruit, guys that decided that they were going to buy into what we were talking about and what we were suggesting they do, and they built the foundation of something. So I'm excited. I think they've laid the foundation. Let's see as we keep chopping where we can go with this thing. We're in a great league. I think the best league in college football. And there's a lot of things going on right now in college football. You have to navigate that landscape, but I sure am glad I'm doing it at Rutgers, where I'm supposed to be. My hat is off to our fans. That was incredible. I mean, it really, all week, not just today. I mean, today was outstanding, but all week, every activity we went to, there was 600,000 living alumni of Rutgers University. And it felt like almost all of them were right here in New York this week. We saw more people. Our players felt more accepted and energized by our alums and fans. And for them to turn out the way they did in mass today, it really felt like a home game. So to the Yankees and Bad Boy Mower Pinstripe, we're very grateful. The week was awesome. They first class, everything they did. And they're friends. We've known them for a long time now. This is 15 years probably. They're just really good people, first class, and I'm glad that Miami and Rutgers could put on a good game for them because bowl games I think are still critically important. I don't buy that they go away. If you were in that locker room seeing those kids celebrate, bowl games are really important, and that'll be a memory for those guys. So, most guys don't go play after college. There'll be a bunch of them that will never play another snap, and that'll be their last memory of football in college, and it's couldn't end any better. So. Again, my hat's off to Miami, tremendous opponent, right down to the wire, but I'm proud of our guys.
Coach, for you personally, you're very close to that Miami program. What does that mean for you and for the program, your Rutgers, to get your program's first win against Miami?
Yeah, I've been on the other end of those too many times, right? I was at Miami and really had a great experience there. Loved coaching at the University of Miami. Really shaped a lot of my philosophies. When I worked for Coach Davis and I got to meet so many South Florida kids, that became a huge part of our recruiting at Rutgers, and still is. You look at all the Florida kids on our roster, and you look at the ones that are coming next year. So Miami's had a big impact on me. I've been on the other end. I mean, my wife was laughing. We were just in the locker room. We were laughing. She said, "You remember that first one? We played in the second game of my tenure here. We got, Steve would remember, 61-0. Yeah, it was quite a humbling experience. So to finally get one against that, a storied program like University of Miami, it does feel good. Like I said, Mario's building it the right way. They're going to be, you just look at the accumulation of talent that they're getting there and work so darn hard. That program's going to go through the roof. But today it was great to get a victory against them.